Hey, it's your girl Lipz, and welcome to another episode of Lipz World, where we talk nightlife and content creation from the DJs to the dancers and the models and the photographers and everything in between. This episode, we're going to get to know a little bit about me. I'm going to tell you about a little bit of background, answer some questions, and just get into the nitty gritty. All right, so first question that I always get asked all the time is, why do people call me Lipz? I was actually given that name in high school by a best friend / ex-girlfriend who's no longer my best friend or my girlfriend. But like I said, high school. And so now when people ask me like where the name Lipz come from, I would like, to me it's kind of obvious, but maybe I done grew into my face. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe my head has got a little bit bigger. And so I just carried it over, and I don't think I've ever changed it. I don't think I'm ever going to change it. People always tell me to change it. I've gotten legs and honey and body and just weird names that I don't think fit me. So I think I'm just going to continue to stand by Lipz. I think it fits me perfectly. And you know, the top matches the bottom, if you catch my drift. So that's why people call me Lipz, and I'll forever be Lipz, and I'm going to stand by her. That's my girl. She's me. The next question I get is, do I travel? Do I want to be flew out? Do I travel? No. Do I want to? Absolutely. I want to go wherever the world takes me. Do I want to get flew out? No, not particularly. I think being flew out by somebody who's a stranger is just not ideal. Now, if a brand wants to fly me out, fly me out, that's different. But being flew out by just a man, and normally it's a man talking about, let me fly you here, let me fly you there. I don't want to be flown out because expectations be high, and that's okay. You know, I'm cool. The term flew out, not ideal, but do I want to travel on my own? Absolutely. I want to take this Lipz World around the world, you know, and that's great with me. The next question I got is kind of, I guess, cool. How many tattoos do I have? I think I have, let's count. I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. Do they have any significant meaning besides my kid's name? Not really. Not really. And that's just because a lot of them I got when I was 15. Do I regret getting them? Some of them, most of them. I love the clear skin aesthetic. I love people, when I meet people who don't have any, that is just like chef's kiss to me. Okay, like it's just a point. I get it. I understand. People be like, you know how the old folks be like, you know, you're gonna regret that. Some of them I do, and some of them have a story, but it's okay. When my kids get them, they be seeing them and they be like, I want one. And I'm like, that's an adult thing. I mean, you know, you gotta wait for it. The next question I got is, what separates you in all those avenues that you chose, like dancing and OnlyFans and a podcast? I started dancing a long time ago. Believe it or not, people be thinking I'm new to this. I'm not new to this. It was a 10-year back, you know, a 10-year back. I started dancing when I was 18. You know, now I was 21, you gotta be dancing. I was 18. I was not 16, but I was 18. And when I started dancing, it was just, you know, I think what everybody has that fresh out of high school, young, turn, we finna get this money idea. And I was gonna use that, and I was gonna do that, and I just wanted to see how it goes. And I was in it for a couple of years at the beginning. And then I stopped, and then I had kids. And I tried to go back here and there, and, you know, it just didn't work out for where I was at. And I came back last year and to do it again. I mean, why not? All the situations that I put myself in are in a situation where I was overly sexualized. People wanted to see the booty. They wanted to see the lips. They wanted to see the body. They wanted to see it, but they all wanted to do it for free, not for free. So I put a price on it. I put a price on everything. That's why for years people were like, you know, are you going to come back dancing? Nah, because it wasn't me. I'm not a clubber. But for a price, for a fee, I will. And then that's how the OnlyFans kind of rolled into it. When did OnlyFans start? What, 2020? Somewhere around there where it really picked up. People were begging. When I say begging, I mean begging me to do the OnlyFans. And I didn't want to because I've always been an over-sexualized person. It's always the lips, the booty, the body. We gotta have it for free. Like, are we cool? So it was like, I don't want to put myself out there. I look at having sex as something personal to myself, and recording it and putting it out there for the public is just not ideal. And for the people who know, I've been put on sites that we shall not name without my consent, without my knowledge, where my family has found it and they've been like, that's you? Or they send it to me like, this you? And I'm like, what the heck? So OnlyFans never crossed my mind to do initially. But like I said, last year, I decided as of 2025 that if this is what the people want, if it's gonna make me some coin, if we gonna drop and it's gonna blow up, then let's do the OnlyFans. So I just picked everything back up. I picked the dancing back up. I picked the OnlyFans back up, and it worked. It worked for a minute till I realized this ain't 2016. This ain't 2017. This ain't 2018. The times are different. And it's just not who I am anymore. So hence the podcast, or the platform of, well, let's take this up a notch. Let's bring Lipz into the social media world where I wasn't. I was just Lipz, and I was complacent with being Lipz the dancer, Lipz the OnlyFans. But once I seen people were like, really engaged of who I am, now let's show Lipz for real. And so I decided, well, let me give myself a platform where I can talk my stuff. I can lower some, stereotypes, and let people come on here and lower their stereotypes of what people think we are and who we are. And that's that. So that's how everything came about. And I've just been adding to it. I've been adding the modeling and the everything that comes with social media, and hopefully influencer, influence the people. But who knows where it takes me. And hopefully that's how everything came to be. And that's how I kind of separate myself from, I don't just want to be Lipz the dancer. I'm that's low to me. That's just not enough. And I'm not a complacent person. I'm never, ever, ever, ever satisfied. And so I want more. And if this is who I am, why not make it a brand? So yeah. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Jesus. Am I a porn star? Okay, I'm ready. Something that I wanted to break down to the people and let y'all know is I am not, and I mean not, and I mean by any stance, please get this out your head, a porn star. Ever since I started the OnlyFans and the Twitter and just putting myself out there in that light, people come up to me with literally, are you a porn star? No, I'm a content creator. It's just not the title that I want to hold. OnlyFans is cute. It's fun. It's passive income. It's everything I do is for a bit. You know what I'm saying? Lipz is a character. She is a persona. So I don't want to hold the title of porn star. So I can just go ahead and tell y'all now, nix it in the bud. Let's go ahead and cut that and dry and everything in between. So we're wrapping up this episode, and I just want to let you know that this is what it's about. It's about nightlife, content creation, and everything in between. Sometimes you'll see me, and sometimes I'll have a special guest. And in the comments, I want you to drop below who you want to see come online. When I say nightlife, I mean the DJs, the security, the promoters, the dancers, the bottle girls. Let me know. And when I say content creation, I mean photographers and models and TikTokers and influencers and OnlyFans creators and even the ones who just do Twitter. Everybody in between. And now we're gonna wrap it up. And this was your girl. I'm your girl, Lipz, and this is Lipz World. And see you next time. Peace.